I can't think of a better Hollywood movie to discuss than Snakes on a Plane because it's so good, it's so wild.
That is good.
But was it like
No, dude.
green screen?
Nah, son,
Green screen shit.
snakes. Not them. Nope.
So what? They had real snakes?
So all real snakes. It was the best.
What?
Yeah.
Do as I say, and you live. Stay flat against this wall. Don't even breathe.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you, Ron. That's kid.
Wolfie, and Wolfie has nothing to do with
Wolf Creek, not at all. I just happen to be a Capricorn, born under the wolf moon. And when I went to Burning Man, you have a player name.
Yeah.
I just made that film One Perfect Day. Paul
Oh.
Curry
Yeah.
and Carly Schmidt. Had a lovely night with her, and I dreamt about a wolf, a white wolf, fighting a white wolf. And I woke up in the morning going, oh, I'm going to downtown LA to help volunteer for Earth Day. I get downtown LA in my truck, and I see Isabel Lucas. What a magical Swedish creature. My damn, downtown LA and 2 bags. I never really went far into LA. You know? I stay by the water. I stay west. Long story short, Michael Franti, one of my favorite musicians, is performing. And the woman's like, Nate, can you be the security guard on the tent for Michael Franti? I'm like, yeah, okay, but is there a list? How do I know he's on the list? She goes, you'll know. I'm like, okay. And there's this young kid walks up. I'm friends with Michael. I go, well, what's your name? He goes, Magic. I said, prove it. He pulls out a silver spoon, and like the Matrix, he literally makes the spoon bend. Like an airbender. I saw him a lot, like to my grandma, Eddie. I'm like, damn, life is good.
Did you
Just
test
when
if it was made out of metal?
I did, of course I did, man.
Wasn't rubber or something?
No, man, he did the Houdini. So after an incredible day of enlightenment and believing in magic, I played rugby in the beach every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday in Venice with the beach box. And I take a deep breath going, man, my heart got broken, but look how I'm living my dream. And in LA, living off the smell of an oily rag, I reach down into the sand because I feel something. And I pull out this toy wolf. It's just tattered on my hip.
Shit, son.
So magic is real.
You got to show that to the camera. So I'll see as much as you can. There's a wolf. I can take my word for it. There's a wolf.
And then the Wolf Creek thing happened afterwards. And
I'll get onto that, but I assume
when you go to Burning Man, so I went to Burning Man afterwards because I met the girl whose father started it, Larry. Gave me a ticket. So when you go to Burning Man, you have a player name. And I just had this amazing experience. And I said, I'm Wolfie.
Well, I bet you once that script landed on your desk and you saw Wolf Creek, you're like, this is some sort of...
Well, yeah.
GG or something.
You know?
Rate it, man.
I do. I know. We've already conversed. Before we hit the bird, things were going great. Not for that for...
Since then, it's gone downhill. No, so it's all right. You've reached the heights of Australian film and Hollywood too, which I think is really cool to delve into those two worlds, which must be... And when you were quite young and everything like that. So they used to play some of your movies on the syllabus or whatever. When we were in high school.
Yeah, Australian Rules. Deadly Anna was my first. Yeah, I'm the best. That's where I cut my tooth. That's where I break bread.
I think your relatableness, especially, and this is why I want to talk to you about when you went to Hollywood, because I feel like you are very relatable on screen for Australian lifestyle. I don't know what it is. It's like the way you kind of just react and kind of talk or communicate with people. And, I'm sure sometimes a lot of that comes through the script, but...
No, I don't. I'm a blue collar, blue blood. West Side, ride or die. I come from Joey Byrne, the Kelly Gang, such as life. I come from Ratchetterbrook. I come from people in service with purpose, Yeah. My mother is like Sally Field, the Flying Nun.
Yeah.
Then one of my fathers like George Costanza from Seinfeld. You asked me just before, before he killed a bird, before that bird, inexplicable forces of nature. It's like the film industry. I'm absurdist. I find comedy to be the best medicine. I only do drama if I get paid for it. Am I rich? Yes, I'm rich in the people that I have in my life. Man, anything I have, I take my shirt off my back. And my father taught me that.
Yeah.
You know, I'll leave this world better than I found it. But in terms of when you say you feel connected when you see some authenticity on it, I bring that from what I have. No acting school can teach you that. No craftsman is like, there's no way. Just like, my son wants to be a dancer. It's like, well, I'm sorry, mate. He has 2 left feet. Now you can pay and pay and pay, but he ain't ever gonna be the next river dancer.
Yeah.
You know?
You do it your own life experience and your own, like, just authenticity.
Yeah, and I'm all down for the nepotism of it, because, you know, Daniel Day-Lewis come from people with money, you know? The best that come from Sophia Coppola. Look at your dad, man. You got blessed.
Well, you certainly got enough sayings, or I don't know what those are called.
Analogy. Oh, it's not. It's just me, and I'm just excited to be hanging out with the key.
Yeah, you know? I'm excited too.
I've never shared about this because I want young bloods to know.
I have so much to talk to you about stuff that you've done, but there's stuff on the horizon too. And you've just been at the sneak preview of one of your films, so there's a bunch going on coming out in the future. So, which is
Badlands Rising. Yeah,
I'm very keen on seeing it.
Badlands Rising. Yeah, think of Guy Ritchie. Real action-packed, you know, unapologetically masculine, and, you know, bang, bang, rough 'em up, you know, with a lot of red herrings.
Well, there's not too many.
And then Jakey Ryan, who's my polar bear and one of the most amazing human beings. I met him through Warwick Sadler, my first ever stunt double when I did Neighbours. So, like, everyone's got their beginnings. I was at university studying to be a teacher, journalism, theatre, and English literature. And when I did Neighbours, Warwick Sadler was my BMX bandit dude. My stunt double ever since. Like, I was there for his, you know, sons, my McCullough, my nephew.
So I haven't seen this Neighbours episode, but
I was Teabag. It was the best experience. Imagine your first role being called Teabag. Teabag Teasdale. Only Mud Crab, one of my best mates, called me that still, just to get me fired up.
Although,
imagine, like, not liking attention, dude, and being called Tea the Bag when you're in Bowen Heads, you're in Torquay, you're hanging out, and you just get into acting, and I get enough attention with that. But
you were starting to be a teacher.
Yep.
And then
I realized the syllabus and the curriculum, and it's not history, but, well, it's skewed.
All right, yeah, sweet. So hang on. So how did this happen? Your girlfriend says, give you a headshot, and says, I want to give it to someone that she knows.
Yeah.
And then that you wind up on Neighbours.
Yeah. I was with an agent, and I was his first big time dude. I took him over to LA,
right,
and I dropped him because you don't forget the hand that feeds you. My manager that I've had since Australian Rules, David Gardner, artist first. I love that man. He saw me in Australian Rules at Sundance, and that's how I got to LA straight away. You could see what I have. Oh, now we're still together. Yeah. At his wedding in Hawaii, he was with a blonde fake. Sorry, Dave, I'm giving up this. But when I met him, he was a pup like me. He was working with a different company. I mean, now he's like with one of the biggest, you know, blonde, fake, Gold Coast queen. And I'm like, I don't know if I want you to represent me, you know? And we had that talk. Next minute, he met this beautiful woman, Dana, and she's the queen for him. So at his wedding in Hawaii, this is right after. Damn, is that another bird? That was like a
big bird.
That's from a big bird.
It's a dinosaur.
It's like Sesame Street. Big bird got dumb.
All right.
Like, I'm just chuffed, I know. Like, I'm chuffed. I've never actually shared, and I'm happy to share with you, Keith.
It was good fun.
I wanted to fucking, sorry to swear.
No, you can swear, mate.
No, my mum will see this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
You know how awkward it is when your mum watches your films and you have a sex scene?
I don't know, because I don't have any movies. In fact, I told you before, I'd never even seen the script. But so you wind up with no acting experience. You give your headshot in because you're the class clown.
Yep. Well, I was going to get expelled if I didn't use my power for good. So, and that's how I found out, and I was actually good at it. And it was actually nice not getting kicked out of class or getting my best friend in trouble.
So did it lead straight to an audition? Like what?
No, I just did the school plays at Repo, Legion.
So
my ex
knew
her mum, knew someone, and
Someone from
I was an extra.
Schools?
Yeah, I was an extra. So I was in the background. Kim Valentine, bless her. I was in Neighbours in the background.
What were you doing?
Just the guy in the background like this.
Okay.
I'm like, dude, working it out.
How did you get your first speaking role?
That's how, from me stapling up to Kim Valentine and being funny, and then all of a sudden I get an audition for Neighbours.
Okay.
So I get the role of Teabag.
Oh yeah. So what did you have to do as I've never seen this episode. What do you do?
The worst.
Teabag.
And then I got Saddle Club. Move on, man. I'm just saying, we all have our start. But I never did an acting class. I never,
Yeah.
you know, never had that.
Do you hate that role a bit? Do you?
I don't like the people that do it for fame or fortune, because that's it's ephemeral. Everything is fleeting. So you can tell I've got a little bit of something going on. I believe in.
So you're not really like proud like that?
No, man. It's for me. My dad tells me to get a real job every day. Still, like this is. I'm never gonna have the respect of my father because he knows only how to work. And what I do is not work to him. But that's not bad.
Okay.
He loves his stuff.
All right. So the Neighbours one, you did it, but that's not what your proudest work by any stretch.
It was my beginning, but humble. Like, dude, I just went, let's see where this goes.
So your first speaking role, can I just ask, what were you saying or doing, or were you
I don't know. It was like
I don't even remember.
It was with Hannah. And I'm like, get on my bike or something. I don't know. It was like
I
playing
feel like it's a repressed memory.
It was like playing a bad boy, but you know the bad. It was like Neighbours, dude. How can you be a bad dude on a BMX called Teabag?
I got this out. You're on a BMX. You're on a BMX. You're one of like these like gangsters or something.
No, he's like, oh my God, it's a BMX band that's not without that charm. All right,
I got it out of you.
Okay, dude. But Saddle Club was worse.
Then you move on to the Saddle
Club,
and how did that happen?
I just left after the first season. I'm like, I can't do this.
And they replaced you with someone like that.
Yeah, dude, and that's fine because I literally knew that I just was starting to learn vocal, range. I'm meant for
So you just didn't like it. You just didn't.
No, it was just a carbon copy, man. It was fodder. I wanted to do something with meaning, and that's how Australian rules happened. Yeah, I'll tell you the true story. This is a true story. This is embarrassing, but I'm happy to share it. Like I said, this is the time for me to share so people understand, have no fear. Life is not a rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
Australian rules, when I read that script, and I knew it was based on Deadly Anna, which, as you said, was part of, English lit, the syllabus.
Yes.
Now, Philip Gwynn, what a writer, and it's based on his life. So I'm like, damn, I love authenticity. I love a true story. Anywho, because I was playing a ruckman, I'm like 19, 20 years old. I had to be a little bit taller, so I cut my dad's bloodstones and put them into mine. But I hadn't put them on until I got into the audition with beautiful Jane Norris. I'm like, this is not Neighbours, not Saddle Club. What I've done is I hit the nails up, not down. So every time I was leaning back on my heels, I literally was like, and that's probably how I got the fucking role. So for so.
Why do you think that is? Because you're...
I don't know. In my head.
Or...
No, because the nail was hitting my heel.
That emotion the role.
In my head, I think to this day, I'm like, but then I obviously could prove that that David Field, who was my dramaturg, I never had an acting teacher
and so you came in, you were doing like this, but you smashed that out.
I know, but that's something I shared. Like when you want something, you'll do anything to try to get it and look taller even though you're not. But the irony is, dude, like maybe it was that pain in my eyes that got me that far because I didn't know anything about the craft yet. I didn't know anything about method. And
then what happened? Just get a call. And then I got it, or did you?
No, I got it. No, I got it.
You got it.
And then I was in South Australia, Adelaide, on my first film set, and going, what is this rehearsals? I knew nothing.
Yeah. And did you know, because I've just seen you before, like rehearsing your scripts and just learning them back then when you maybe didn't realize that you had to go over and over and over.
No, I did. But see, I love poetry. I'm a wordsmith.
So you, by the time you got onto your first real movie.
Real deal. Australian rules. I mean, I could have walked away from the industry of Australian rules.
But you knew your lines?
I know back to front.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so much mythology to it. It's like, there's many ways to make a great, soup. There's many great ways to build a house, many great ways to do anything. I mean, skin a cat, the old school saying. It's almost like being the best human ever. Because I love the caterer as much as I love my gaffer.
Okay.
The guy doing the lighting to the woman doing that special effects, the makeup,
I'm surprised that you got
set design, blah, blah, blah.
For someone, because usually you hear the people who play the game and, talk the talk and all this sort of stuff, they're the ones. But you got still, even with your kind of attitude and...
Oh, yeah. It doesn't roll with anyone, brother. I've been cut down for sure.
Are you a method actor where you pretend to be the person? Or what do you, when people do it, what do you think of that? Are they taking the piss or are they...
I've been about you walk the walk, you talk the talk. Like, there's no way to give someone the brush and say, do it like me.
Everyone.
Your life is your canvas. Like, I don't tell people how to live. Who am I? No one's got it right. I ain't selling nothing.
Because I've seen you in comedy movies and you naturally nail them too. So how...
Well, which one? What?
Take away, for example.
Genius. Well, that's why I got to work with Tom Budge again from Australian Rules. That's where Stephen Curry, one of the most beautiful Australian actors.
Yeah.
Would you... Maurice Byrne, like to be with that G.
About her?
Oh, man, she's a tomboy. Well, because I did Snakes on a Play with Bobby Cannavale, and I loved it. They go along so well. Now they're together. Me and Rose go way back.
Tell him that I had a crush on her.
Dude, he's so OG. Like, he's incredible. Like, when we were doing the press junket with, Samuel Jackson, my little brother, Huck, I'm like, Samuel Jackson's my friend. And Sam was like loving my brother more than me, I'm like, damn. The fact that, Rose, like, we all look for love, man. She thought she was in love on Takeaway. It was so funny. She met this, she was on a film before doing Takeaway, this French grip dude in Thailand.
Had she already been on, is it Two Hands? Do you reckon?
No, she hasn't done 2 Hands yet.
Right, okay.
No.
I love that.
Me too. Oh, Heath hanged out a couple of times, and what a breath of fresh air. Bless that Western Australia.
Where did you meet Heath Ledger?
We went to LA and didn't even know if each other were bar or so, but we just had a bit of
sort that out.
No, we just
ran into each other.
Just ran into each other. He was in Venice, and we were at this old school place, this speakeasy, the Townhouse. And I already knew of his work and liked his style. He did Raw, one of his first things.
Okay.
And randomly, when I did another comedy, Under the Radar with Steady Eddie, there was a photo of Heath on the grip trap.
Yeah.
And Rose Byrne, back to this funny yarn. She was so excited to go on a date with this dude, and said, I'm going to have the best time, and I think he's going to be my husband. He's this 6'3" French Australian grip. And the next day, I'm like, how did it go? She's like, this. I'm like, all good. She goes, no, that was the size of his. I really like, yeah. So Bobby Cannavale obviously got the salami, if you know what I mean. He's not a Frankfurt. Yeah.
God, just don't get me started on her. I saw one once at the SB and...
and she's a tomboy.
Right.
She's incredibly so down to earth and authentic and comedy. And man, you've seen what she's been doing recently. Just her skill level in comedy, which I think is still that's medicine, man. Doing that crap, but drama's easy, man.
Yeah,
really, it is. For me, like, I think that's such magic. Calm seas don't make good sailors. I love when like some actors that I've worked with and just people I know, like, man, they can switch on and switch off.
Making me laugh.
And I've got giggle. I'm like, dude, we're about to do a serious scene. Like, Tom Budge is still one of the funniest Australian actors and musicians as well. Tom Budge. Incredible.
We already spoke about one of your auditions. Has there been any auditions that stood out to you as being hard or memorable, or like, because you go in there, I'm assuming everyone like looks a bit like you in these auditions?
No. Yeah. Well,
Did you mostly, after you sort of got your Wolf Creek break and stuff, did you start getting them without having to do auditions? Like, or how many auditions?
I was getting offered, yeah, but I
How many auditions have you done?
don't know. I mean,
Approximately
how many times have I searched? How many times have I climbed? I don't know, man.
50 times?
I would auditions, yeah, way more than I'd like to remember. When I auditioned for a film with the chick from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who had a Michelle. Yeah, that
Whatever she
yeah,
is. Yeah.
Buffy was Buffy, man. Michelle Saragella. Yeah. Anywho, I was so excited to do an audition with her, and I was like
She was reading for it though?
no, we didn't hear it together. Yeah,
Right.
she was not cool. Pretty Prince, you can have her, man. I was like, there's no chemistry there. It was like I was up for this really, really big film, and I was with the lead actress. She had a cold sore. I could tell she had a cold sore.
You're not going to kiss her on this.
And yeah, but you had to kiss in the scene. I'm like, nah, and like, dude, I couldn't. And like, the dude that got it, I'm like, you can have it, and you can have the cold sore, dude. You know, the guy in the room after me, like, he's a very famous Australian actor, and he got the like, I'm not good, but dude, I'm like, nah, I'm not good. I'm not good.
I noticed, actually, I've got on here, we're going to segue massively because I think it was my last question. I saw you get a kiss in Snakes on a Plane. I think on Wolf Creek, from memory, you got one. And in Surfer Boy, you're at the parties, at the pool parties, getting kisses.
Mm-hmm.
Is any stood out? Did you get any favorite kisses, or someone like that you maybe had a crush on, or like was that good, or is that tough having to do that? Surely, like the one on.
I've always had a partner, so it was always like pretty rare. Yeah,
It's not too often like actual.
I'd say there's been one kiss where it led onto a beautiful connection. Yeah,
Are we allowed to discuss which one that is, or is that?
yeah, no, she's a legend. Yeah, Anna Mae Sampson,
What movie?
great actress. She's doing an Australian TV show now. So yeah, it was a relationship formed from that. But I was single, didn't have a partner, and yeah.
All right. So the edition.
And one of the smartest women I've ever met. Like, I hope she really does publish her writing and stuff.
With your auditions, do you hate them, or like are they fun? Or
That's part of it. I don't hate it. That's part of it. You know, it's changed so much because it used to be.
Now they're on Zoom. Yeah. Is that?
Well, yeah, man. I like literally was in LA, but it was so cool. Like, and I'm glad that now it's on computers and not so much paper being wasted and printing off scripts.
Fair enough.
But what I used to love was that you always got a script with the audition, or in American terminology, they call it sides. You know, sides just means your audition, pages. But you always got the script. So as an actor, you are informed. So you get to even if there's no such thing as a small part, but you got to read and see the world of the film and feel the world and see the nuances and know the beginning, middle, and end. So you're informed and you can go into that audition. Now it feels so. It feels so trite. It feels so bloody frustrating when just knowing it's going down what to look or to like that when your last film was really big, or you're big on Instagram now, or you've got a great following on TikTok or whatever.
Because they no longer
value. Yeah. So how does why an incredible artist, an incredible actor, someone who feel and wants to represent the writer and the writing, come into an audition without reading the whole script?
Why do they do that? That changed recently.
It's
randomly.
Just ever since I've started, which is 25. I mean, Australian Rules, my first film was shot in 35mm. Yeah. I'm one of the last of the romantics, the dying breed. Like, I can remember hearing the gate. I know that, I still know my first focus puller, Gavin Head, on Australian Rules. Love him because he was a wizard, Harry. He could read without the measuring tape. He knew the focal with the lenses. Yes, he was a good sniper. He kept you in focus, even if you did get out of, your mark. You went over your mark. No, he was reading.
It just changed.
It changed. Yeah, man.
It's changed.
And Sam has the process where, I'm cut from the old cloth where I want to be as informed as I can and respect the writer, respect the script, respect the story, but Now I just feel like I'm carbon copy coming in
Yeah.
with a look or some,
What's your followers or like?
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's diabolical.
No, that's messed up. What do you think about the Australian film industry these days? Like, because I feel like they were pumping them out back in those times of like Australian rules and like takeaway and
Well, that's when you
stuff.
saw, David Cooper won for Rabbit Proof Fence,
Has it?
The tracker was out then,
Has it diminished? It's maybe the budgets are smaller, or
Yeah, it's still the same, man.
do you think
don't
they're not
believe-
getting as much airtime on the cinema?
Well, they just changed the law now. There's like that, but okay, well,
It seems like there's less, and maybe there's smaller budgets and that kind of thing. But
when I know the films I seeing funded, they're playing safe. Now we've got so much focus on trying to meet an audience, meet criteria. Like, okay, a film has to be knowing this because people's attention span. People are looking at the commercialization of it. Let's release the film here. Then, like releasing a film in COVID, you're done.
I even heard that they're on Netflix. This may be nonsense, but that they're designing it because they know people are going to be on their phones, because someone might be on their phone looking at two screens. So if there's too much of a complex like storyline, they're not going to get it. So
very sad.
That is extremely sad. But this is a perfect segue, because Wolf Creek, which was your breakout role, the reason why I love that movie is kind of because Australian cinema is renowned for being extremely artsy. And in a way, sometimes I think that they may be getting a little bit of ahead of themselves, that maybe you should kind of walk before you run. Can Australian cinema create a movie that has a structure that most people will be interested in and that isn't so artsy or so ambiguous? Because it's kind of easy to just do a really, really ambiguous film that kind of is very artsy. And then at the end of the day, if it doesn't land, you go, oh, well, it's all artsy. So Wolf Creek was almost a Hollywood style movie for mine that wasn't so artsy. And it just kind of, to me, it used all the strengths of Australia, like vast lands, scary, like hitchhiking. And it wasn't trying to be too artsy. It still told a story that has structure, and it nailed it.
No.
So this is my kind of like catch-22 thinking with Australian film, that there's not too many movies apart from like Crocodile Dundee, which just like proved to be a success.
Oh, killed it.
And then there was Wolf Creek. I know the Butter Book is big, but that was
before that. I mean, you had Walkabout.
The Two Hands is
Two Hands is next level. Mad Max.
Mad Max is definitely in that.
No, I mean, like this, but bless Dr. George Miller, but he literally just must have read the history of the Rats at the Brook, the Australian film history. Crocodile Dundee just put us on the map with the stereotypes, the cliches, right?
Yeah, okay.
I got stabbed when I was 13 for being Skippy the Bush Kangaroo when I'm not even...
You got stabbed?
Yeah, dude.
You get stabbed?
In the back. Literally. By a dude, he's now a priest and Filipino that I've known since I was 4, but for him to get into this gang, blah, blah, blah. So I'm saying my real true story is way better than any film. I just bring it to the screen. It's like my favorite actors, Colin Farrell was found in a bar by Josh, Yeah. Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, was working on Steven Spielberg's house, Northern California. Humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Like Nipsey Hussle, like Tupac, For me, I love my Daniel Day-Lewis's, I love my Leos, I love my Heath. So tell me the most artsy thing you've seen.
I
recently.
Oh, goodness.
There you go. See?
Look,
saying Mr. In-Between, that is the most deadly.
I love that.
See, I got yellow. I love it.
Yeah.
Now, Sam Roth, like, bless up. I want to work with that legend. That is deadly. That is, man. That dude, like, hey, that's a man crush. Can't wait to meet that Lord.
Yeah.
Joel Edgerton, Lord, he's doing great things,
Yeah.
Thomas Wright,
But the thing is, like, Mr. In-Between is a good example.
Mr. In-Between's incredible.
I love that so much. It's like it might be my favorite series. That's the reason why I think that Wolf Creek is an iconic Australian.
It was very much so. It was very much so.
Probably your biggest break in your career, certainly in Australia. How did that come about? Just take me from the very start. Did you get?
Well, that's a good story. That's funny. That's how I had that. That's a ring a ding ding one. All right. I was living in Maroubra and knew nothing about the bar boys. My first surf, a guy drops in on my eighth, and I get into a little bit of a team, and I'm a bar boy. I'm like, huh? All right.
He's a bra boy.
He's a bra boy. He's like, I don't know nothing about Sydney. I'm a Mexican. I'm Victorian, dude. I'm like, nearly getting in a fight with a whole bunch of dudes because I'd got in trouble with the dude on the beach. Yeah. And I didn't know what the bra boys were, but Macario D'Souza, who was like one of the spearheads besides the Abertons, and he was studying film in Sydney, and he happened to live above me. This is before the bar boy film. He was studying film. He had my back, Macario. Anyway, Maca said, leave the guy alone. I'm like, why'd you have my back? He goes, I know you're from Australian Rules. And I'm studying film. Anyway, long story short, I get an audition. I get a script with Wolf Creek.
From him or just...
No. He just happened to be living above me next to the seals.
Right. So your agent just comes to you.
My agent sends me a script.
Gotcha.
And a beautiful dear old friend of mine, Brett Tucker. And I'm like, dude, I've been offered this thing. I've got an audition for it. It's a horror film. And I hate horror films. I've never seen Wolf Creek 2. Or you know? Really? And they're making Wolf Creek 3. And, you know, maybe I'll do Wolf Creek 4. I like it. I've got a lot of people say that. But anyway,
to pitch for you.
Macario D'Souza, who, you know, had a camera in his hand all the time, we shot the audition next to the SEALs Club in this old dilapidated apartment block with natural light shooting through. I'm like, just shoot it natural, man. It's like out in the bush. And literally did the audition in his, you know, bedroom. And
a taped audition.
Okay.
Which scene was it? You got any?
Same, yeah. But that's the origin of how I got Wolf Creek.
Do you think that it was like
what? I hate horror film.
Yeah. Do you think it was one of like the murder sort of scenes, or do you think it was like campfire scenes?
It's just been
you were down at the beach with the girls or something.
Like it was a really cruisy scene.
Right. Yeah. Which is, by the way, that's where you really drive that movie. Because this is the thing about Wolf Creek. You are involved so heavily in making it feel, which I think is the reason why the movie is so successful. You're the Australian that meets the tourist.
Okay, here's one for you. This is true. So interrupt, but you're going to love this. So I had a tattoo that I put on there. Huh? Yeah, for the Bra Boys, because I noticed all that mob, a lot of them had the Southern Cross. So I got the Southern Cross, and you remember in the film?
Okay.
The tattoo. I had one tattoo. I was a little tatted up then, you know, but the tattoos I did have, I covered up. But I got the Southern Cross tattooed on me. Yeah. And ever since then, I've met dudes when I've been surfing in Bali or, you know, in LA, blah, blah, but when they know it's me and they're like, where's your tattoo? I'm like, what? And they've got the Southern Cross on their back or that. And they literally got the tattoo because they thought I had the tattoo from Wolf Creek.
So, but you never had it. It was
just a fake tattoo artist. Yeah, to pay respect to Macca, pay respect to where I got that audition. You know,
right.
Bless to the boys from the bar, because if you know the good ones, you know the good ones. Like, there's no such a bad egg.
Yes, so you drive the first half of the movie. It's so relatable because we've all met backpackers and we've been the Australian, like, you know, kind of shepherding them through, and then when it gets to the action part where they're fighting him and he's trying to kill people, you're in this, essentially, which I always found kind of like you were the lone survivor of Wolf Creek and kind of got out kind of easy. And you did, for the first time in a horror movie, instead of you going, why are you running upstairs? Like, why don't you run away? You actually had some self-preservation where you booted it. Was that always in the script? Were you jealous of not being killed or not being able to fight? Tell me about how that.
Oh man.
There's always like that in the script from now.
No, yeah. He had it was literally the red herrings. He set it up so brilliantly. Hence why Tarantino loved Wolf Creek. The magic was that he had Will Gibson, rest in peace, the best DOP ever now. He came from a documentary film ground, right? So that's why he filmed it with camera moving. There was never a dolly and a track, you know? It was handheld. Will Gibson was there, made you feel like you were there. You know, it was so intimate, you know?
Yeah, the campfire scenes.
All of that. And like, you know, still to this day, there are so many moments that he picked up that he kept the camera, even though it was called cut, he kept filming stuff, you know? Here's a little Easter egg for you. Teresa Palmer, who's now, she was an extra at the beginning of Wolf Creek in the party scenes.
She's still in it, like she didn't get cut or anything?
No, she's in it. Her first job, one of her first jobs. Yeah, she did some little film just before, but she was an extra. Teresa Palmer.
Yeah, I know her.
Now, Kesty Marassi and I had worked together earlier on this ABC show.
One of the girls
is like still like one of my best mates. And John Jarrett, man, that legend, he didn't hang out with us. He did not shower, brush his teeth.
So this was method acting.
He went, yeah.
He went method acting.
Yeah. And I didn't know him for a bar of soap till after the meeting. He drove himself to the set. He didn't integrate with us. He's a genius. Like this next film I'm doing with him next year for the comedian, when we spoke on the weekend, he's like, "How are you, knuckle bags?" I'm like, "Yeah, good, JJ."
Take me through the whole thing. So it was shot mostly on actual location.
Yeah.
Was it South Australia?
I never went to Western Australia once. Well, yeah, so all those shots of the crater, they did that on never went to Western there. All South Australia, man.
And the girls, were they friendly? Got along with
amazing. Yeah, like they're my sisters for life.
So one of them is
there was my guy.
Serious could see how they run. And I swear, I think one of them was on the one that you didn't get.
Cassie did sea change. She was
sea change.
That was Cassie McGrath. Yeah, and she was already like, and she knew script. Like, man, she's done TV. And I'm like, oh damn, this is cool. All right, and Kesty as well. Right, but like a lot of the scenes we created.
Was there ad lib? I bet there was ad lib.
Authentic.
Is there any main scene where it was like really ad lib? Like, was it beach?
Name it. I'll tell you everyone.
Really?
Pretty much. That's what he wanted to be authentic. Greg was set it up where you get to fall in love with the characters as quickly as possible and get humanized and gravitate to this joyful experience of seeing the world through bright, like innocent, like brushy-eyed, tail kind of style. And all of a sudden, man, shit happens.
God, it's
either Malat hops in your fucking world. It's like, damn. But he was genius. Like, I was like, dude, he smelled, and I didn't, like, I didn't know him at all. So it was actually wonderful when you do the scenes, because he didn't eat with us, talk to us. So he was a stranger. It was stranger danger.
Yeah.
It was like, don't get in the van with the man in the white van. It was like, stranger. No, it was like, he created that before we even got on set.
All right, so do you realize how?
Okay, so quickly, sorry, because this is where the magic is.
Yeah.
So this next film we do together, which is called The Comedian.
Yeah.
He plays a film projectionist. When I spoke to him on the weekend, he was telling me he's doing Wolf Creek 3. I'm like, deadly. He goes, well, let's do Wolf Creek 4, and you can actually, I'm like, maybe one day. Anywho, with this movie, what do you think? He goes, well, I don't think anything, Nathan. I'm like, don't call me Nathan. I hear that. Well, don't Wolfie. I don't, Nathan. No, it was cool. Man. I love it. So he's like, I haven't read the script, and I won't. I'll just read the scenes I'm in, which is genius, because my character, the outside world of the script has nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
He's made like that genius.
Yeah.
him just already creating his own character, an old school at the Enmore in Victoria, Melbourne here, a film projectionist, changing the reel to reel, being the cinema paradiso, being being a beautiful cultured lord. He's going to do that, and I can't wait to be with him. He's not going to smell, and he's not going to bad breath. And I get to play with one of the first that I learned from how to go about something.
So when you read that Wolf Creek script, did you know this is going to be my biggest thing? Like, did you see it, the potential of it straight away, or was it just another fan you don't like?
I was just looking forward to a paycheck to go surfing again.
So to you, is this a normal another movie?
Well, Australian Rules was already next level. Like,
okay,
I did something of such importance for me, Instead of being a teacher and teaching a book that I didn't believe in, I got to do my first film based on a book. That's to a screenplay that was based on a true story.
So then when this came along, you didn't
Everything
think
else
of it?
Dude, I literally didn't want it because I don't like horror films. I don't like playing dude. I'm sure I've done Chernobyl Diaries and did Dying Bravely when people were trying to cash in on my Wolf Creek stuff.
Yeah.
Right? That's horrific enough. I want to bring comedy and drama is truth. Do you know how Ivan Milat got caught?
No, I don't think I do.
Literally, so it was like 10 years later, and there was all these
a survivor.
People, a survivor. Hence why.
So it was sort of based off a true story type of scenario.
Not just sort of, it is. Because I read the manuscript, so like Greg McLean did his research, but there was a dude literally that was in that part of the northern New South Wales stretch. They got in the car with Ivan Milat, and he jumped out of the car, but he had to fly out.
I saw that actually.
And it wasn't until years later this guy saw the people, Australian tourists, English tourists going missing, blah, blah, and he reported. If it wasn't for him reporting it, they never would have caught Ivan Milat. So this is where it's crazy. And then just before Ivan Milat passed away, people still asking, tell us more, because we know, and he did more, because even when I remember this crazy moment when I was in Bali, when I was a young blood, and this dude, massive oak, I'm talking thick as a fridge, staring at me, and I'm like, oh no. Came over to me, and I'm literally grasping my beer bottle thinking, what do I do? He goes, are you the guy from Wolf Creek? I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah, nice to meet you, Nathan. I'm like, oh, fuck you, really, that's my name. This is creepy ass. Right? And you're in Bali, like it's like nighttime. I'm trying to hang out with my missus, and this fella's fucking, hey, Nathan, can I talk to you? I'm like, oh, okay. He goes, I was Ivan Milat's prison guard for years. And he goes, I'm not scared of anything, but I've never been more scared of that man, because when he looked at you, there was no soul. You think that? I go, I never met him. John Jarrett just smelt and had bad breath. John Jarrett was like scary, but his smell was scary. John Jarrett's hands, I'm like, I ain't fucking touching anything this guy touched. John Jarrett didn't wash that whole sheet. I know it. Profound to see a man that looked like he could take out 20, 30 dudes.
Afraid of some...
Just trying to make sense of a senseless world and be like, how did you do that movie, and how did you understand the darkness of a human being? And I'm like, well, no, you obviously experienced this, like, he was an evil man, like a real evil man.
So how did your life must have changed like crazy after that? So just take me through that. So I'm guessing you're getting requests from Hollywood, you're getting auditions from Hollywood, there's probably girls throwing themselves at you, you're going to...
I was at a partner, I was already lit. Nah, dude, I already had...
There's a lot.
The Australian Rules went to Sundance, so I was already living in LA.
Yeah, but with the general public, like...
But I changed my imprint. No, dude, that fake tattoo of the Eureka stuff.
That going on there.
The guys, I didn't recognize them, man. Like, dude.
I'd recognize you. I'd recognize.
I get wrecked, but I hate this.
I recognized you just earlier at the
the
sporting.
I know that was cool.
Yeah.
So every now and then it works out, but sometimes you get dudes that are off their chop. Like brother boy, man, I've been out in Darwin, and like when I'm like around mob and they seen Australian Rules or Wolf Creek and they see that I'm alive, it's like I'm this Hayorka spirit, and they're like, can't comprehend it, you know? It's pretty freaky sometimes, man, because dudes want to fuck me or fight me.
But then you did get doors open for Hollywood. So,
well, snakes on a plane, pretty
well,
much.
you were on Red Line.
That was the worst experience.
I can imagine.
That made me just walk away. That was
just was that before Snakes on a Plane?
That was right after.
Right.
That was just I got that bad dudes just like cash in on me, and I made a dumb decision to try to. Well, no, it was actually, to be honest, Billy Zane was directing it, and he got fired. Yeah. That's why I did it. I didn't even audition for it.
Yeah.
But I loved he wanted me to be kind of like, I thought it was going to be an Austin Powers action-packed fucking thing. It was. I was going to be this Austin Powers dude, and all of a sudden, Billy Zane gets fired. 2 weeks into filming, Billy leaves me, and they hire Andy Cheng, like Jackie Chan's stunt double dude, who speaks that English. Now I'm like, this movie's gonna be fucked. I'm fucked. I'm literally like, bend me over. They didn't even lube me up for this shit. I'm like, fuck you, Hollywood.
So it was wild.
No, it was not my cup of tea at all. And I'm like, what am I doing? This is not cool, man. Now I have a director who can't even speak English directing me. And it's not Austin Powers anymore. It's not actually. Redline was like, that's where I was like, this ain't for me. There's no paycheck. I'll never take a paycheck to.
Did you reckon that's when you went, I'm going backpacking, I'm going traveling, I'm like living life?
I was already doing it. Shit. But when you start dating a girl called Jellybean, then something wrong.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Snakes on a Plane.
Mm-hmm.
Reading that script must have been something else. In fact, I was thinking, I can't think of a better Hollywood movie to discuss than Snakes on a Plane, because it's so good, it's so wild,
and it's good.
And exactly. And the funny thing is, you're so like,
I wish I played Australian in it now.
Yeah,
I would have been like,
you didn't get a choice though, did you?
No, I actually got offered a choice.
Really?
But I stupidly listened to my young lads. Trust your instincts. Don't listen to your manager. You're the artist. Your manager, your agent works for you. Don't ever make a artistic choice based on a man that wears a suit.
I was watching it thinking, you see, with all the motorbike and all that.
Oh, right, the motorbike can do all that.
You essentially were an Australian, but you just had the
bullshit American accent, which sucked, boy.
Never flown first class before.
See, things are looking up already.
So how long you and Mr. Personality been working together?
5 years, 1 blown marriage each.
It was so funny. The script never finished in Hawaii. But David Aliso was like, I want to finish this in Hawaii. Aloha. I'm like, yeah. He literally got the new line to pay everyone to go to Hawaii. Now, Samuel Jackson can't surf, can't swim. So you've got the most strongest, intimidating dude ever, right? In between the Makaha boys, you got Rusty and Brian Kealana, and Noel Johnson, man, he won the 88 car, Like I'm like having such a fanboy. This is surf for me, surfing and meeting these legends. Samuel Jackson is literally shaking. And I'm laughing at him, but because we played golf together, and I taught him some, a couple of chords on guitar because he was about to do Black Snake Moan, and I was hooking up with his makeup artist. Like, here's his entourage. It was deadly. He's like, dude, you white boy can. I'm like, I'm an Aussie white boy, man. You don't know. No. He's like, damn, you guys are you wild.
But he wasn't.
You've never seen the real deal, Samuel Jackson, like just in between 2 jet skis. Going, this ain't fun. I'm like, this is so much fun here.
But he wasn't actually. It must have been just him getting out right. It's not actually him surfing, is it?
Dude, he couldn't.
He couldn't even get on it.
No, he sat on the surfboard in between 2 dudes.
Do you remember the first thing you ever told me?
What the fuck's that you have to do with anything?
What was the first thing you ever told me?
Do as I say and you live.
Exactly. Now it's your turn. Do as I say, and you live.
holding on to him because he hates water. Man, he's from New York. Like, dude, unfortunately, he didn't have a pool. You know, like the man, he started off as a stand-in. Like, you think Neighbours Teabag is a fucking shit story. Dude, he started as like Sidney Poitier or some old school legend like that. Like, he's like,
because there's literally like 3 seconds of you and him, and then it cuts to like a stunt double, I guess.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
But that was in the
ocean. He's never swum in his life.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Is it a pool or is it the ocean?
It's the actual ocean. It was
So you and him, how far out are you?
It's Oahu. Yeah.
Were you and him far out, or were we just on the shoreline?
No, it's literally as far as we could go. So, dude, that's what I'm saying. You never know what's happening behind the screen. And it's humbling when you see such a G.
Yeah,
such a gangster.
So you guys go out in a boat, you jump into the water.
No, he just gets off the jet ski onto the surfboard. Between two, and we film close.
Did you know
that one?
Did you know it was only going to? Yeah, so you knew it was going to be a 3-second
for him.
Shoot.
He loved it and hated it.
And do you have a stunt double doing the surf?
That's what I mean. That was the best part. No, because I can surf. So no,
still, you would think that it's more expensive to get you to do it than to get some.
Yeah, but they didn't know. But they had the money, and it was cool because I got to meet one of my heroes, Noah Johnson. He's one of my best mates to this day. Like, we've surfed Chile and Peru together.
So you surfed the entire...
I did the whole thing. Yeah, man.
I didn't think that. Okay, I was like, I bet you that.
No. For me, I was like, oh my God, life is good. You know, when I've had these moments, like when I said like, sure, I got stabbed when I was young. Sure, I got heartbroken. Sure, I was an altar boy touched by God only, you know? And I was a Boy Scout. Thank God I got through. Not everyone has that great disposition.
Yeah.
Everyone got a story, but like, show up with kindness, take a page from everyone, and know that there's no, like I said, there's no higher currency in a civilization than art. Yeah. And we're creative creatures. Like, it's literally written on the bloody wall. It's true. It's a true story. That's you, mate.
So,
it's you, mate. All right? Hey, might have killed a bird today, but we're going to make up for it.
I just want to try and visualize when you first read the script. Do you remember? Like, because it must have been like, because it's one of the most weird, crazy movies. And was it called Snakes on a Plane originally, as far as you know?
No, it wasn't, actually. No, it was called Flight. No, true story.
What was it called?
Cheers. Thank you to our sponsors.
Yes. Dayton's Juicy IPA. Very nice.
That's quite juicy. Yeah. So no, it was called Flight, like 211 or something.
Right. Okay. Do you think it was always, because it's like a very tongue-in-cheek, like half comedy movie kind of thing?
Well, that's where it was a B grade idea with an A grade actor
that went
viral. So it was when the internet had started popping. It was the first time you'd seen where the audience were like, "We want to get these motherfucking snakes up the motherfucking plane." Snakes on a Plane was literally this crazy cool, like David E. Ellis, the director, had only ever done stunt directing.
Did you think when you saw the script, because did it have Samuel L. Jackson's name attached to it?
I knew nothing. I literally was probably about 20 grand in debt, and I just flew back from that audition. And I was doing so many auditions, you know, like.
So that was just one of the many.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, here I am, 20 grand in debt, and I come from blue collar, and my dad's like, "Get a real job, son." And you know, credit card 20 grand. I'm like, yeah, that's not fun. And then ring a ding ding on the phone, literally as like I'm getting like, "Told you so, son." It's my manager from America, David Gardner. You've got the lead role in Snakes on a Plane with Samuel L. Jackson. I'm like, "Hey, Dad." Magic is real. Hey, Mum, pop the shampoo.
Wow.
Here I am going long.
Do you read it and think, what in the hell is this, like, nonsense?
Well, no, I didn't think it. I just thought it was fun. Man.
There was another, because you probably didn't realize Samuel L. Jackson was attached to it. So,
no, I didn't know it was it.
Yeah, so you just thought it was.
I just thought it was funny, and like, dude, I was already 20 grand in debt.
So what was the production? What were the snakes? Were they holding
next level? No, it was a full, like, literally a shipping container.
Was it hard not to crack the
building? Well, when people are so scared of snakes and you're not.
But was it like
no, dude,
green screen, sun greens ratio?
Snakes, not then. Nope.
So what was going on? They had real snakes or
all real snakes. It was the best.
what?
Yeah.
They had you in a shipping container and they had.
And there's like the bacon streak there. There's like obviously
it was
all
non for you to
non-venomous.
say this.
No, it was deadly. But for me, I'm like, g'day, I love these guys. You know, like I said, you get to see how people react. Like even the strongest, man. Like when I did Surfer Dude, I met McConaughey, and he's a Texas boy making a film with his Texas frat boy mates. Woody Harrelson, man, that guy is everything and more. Like he mad dog, absolutely, and a voice for a voiceless. Like he come from not a great story, but he has and he will. And like, who's ever got a right? I don't know, but man, I'll take a page from that one because he has humility 101. Same as Matthew, you know. Travis Fimmel was on that job. He was a young pup working out life like the rest of us. Then he went on to be in Ragnar and Vikings, you know. Yeah, the two twins from Australia that were the backup dancers for Prince. Man, when we had our rap party for Surfer Dude, that dude from Entourage, Jeremy Piven. I'm like, talking to one of the film crew that I love. I'm like, you're a legend, bro. And this dude, I don't know who he is yet. I mean, Jeremy Piven is like, thanks, man. I'm like, I'm not talking to you, dickhead. Man, he butthole got, and he, man, trying to get the security guards kick me out at my own rap party when you're coming in. I'm sorry, Jeremy Piven. Couldn't get you who fucks who you are. And you know what? Best thing was, from calling out that dickhead, the two twins, take me to their private show at Chateau Marmont with Prince. Oh. Everything happens for a reason. As much as I, like, what? Nah, that's why.
Right, okay. All right, so
that's what I'm saying. The magic is real in that way. Like,
I want to ask about McConaughey just before we completely move off. So they use real snakes apparently. When they used fake ones, or when
they never used fake ones. Not one. It was great. It was back in the days. This is when the green screen really hadn't been.
They must have just, because like sometimes it like goes for the camera or something. Maybe like.
Well, then obviously they could post production. Yeah, and the best part was it was New Line Cinema, dude. It was like it's like Red Line, that stupid movie I did after Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah,
with Billy Zane. I don't really like
real shit,
but they had so much money. It was stupid. Yeah, Eddie Griffin crashed a fucking Maserati. I got to. Like, dude, like that's too much money and no sense. I've got to work on, when we're talking about for the state of the industry or state of any industry, state of the world. I mean, when I got an audition for film Zombies on a Plane with Vanilla Ice, now I love Vanilla Ice, all right? But like, really, I've already been on one plane with snakes. So I really need to do a film. Oops.
I should do a sequel of Snakes on a Plane. Do they,
No.
Damn. And then when you got shot at the end, you got shot by him at the end. Oh my God.
Well, I got the kiss at the end.
Yeah, that's true. Surely they go car and you go, oh my God, what? There's snakes everywhere. Like they're going to jump down from here.
It's Hollywood, man. That's what I mean. It's
when they would laugh.
Yeah, like I'm in LA and I can see a Maserati and then there's a dude sleeping on the floor and people just walk past him like he's nothing.
So they're just
LA is such a contradiction. Like everything is possible.
Yeah.
That's why everyone's trying to, have a crack.
Do you think though, if I'm just like the difference between the Australian film industry and the Hollywood film industry, I kind of feel like although maybe all these Hollywood actors, they're on Snakes on a Plane set and it's like you said, they're so used to it.
When you say Hollywood actors, it makes no sense because it was filmed in Canada, in Vancouver.
Right, but there was a lot of...
There's Canadians.
Okay.
There's Americans. Even the dude that got bit on the dick in Snakes on a Plane, he became way famous. He did like Conan the Barbarian or whatever he did. I don't know what his name is. But he was an extra on Snakes on a Plane. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's how I gotcha.
Okay, I saw her. I can't remember exactly his name. I remember someone getting bit on the dick.
Hey, the dude got bit on the dick and then he became a great actor. You know what I mean? Like, he will have their beginnings. I mean, I'd love to see that guy. How'd you get your start? I was an extra for Snakes on a Plane. No lines. But I make out, I'm a hot dude. I make out with a chick in a bathroom and I get bit on a dick by a snake.
The guy?
That's his beginning. And mine was teabag. So we'll have to start at the bottom sometimes. We're gonna work out his name.
Someone,
I promise you, when you look at his name, you're gonna be like, no shit, Sherlock.
he was
like,
the one.
Mahomes.
They did 2 series.
Taylor Kitsch.
Taylor Kitsch. Yeah, there you go, my buzz. Taylor Kitsch got
Hands the neck, sir. I'm not.
He got
I'm
bit
not.
on the dick and snakes not playing.
yeah.
I might have been named after a stripper move, which I didn't know. On my first very humble beginning. But with where we go from there, so everything's possible. I mean, look at John Jarrett. He did.
Did he used to be on like Play School or something like that?
Yeah,
Play School.
yeah.
So Snakes on the Plane being massive, and then you're over in LA. Is that when you really kind of go for a bit of I'm going to go backpacking, I'm going to see the world, and
Just do it.
you
I was
the
doing
entire time.
I was doing the whole time.
I've decided to do this the first time I've done any segment type things on my podcast. Usually it's very open conversation. I've got some segments here. Some quick words of how your experience was working with these characters.
Copy. There's definitely a timer there. Shall I?
Yeah, all right. You got 30 seconds. All right.
Copy.
Let's go. Jesse McCartney.
A great piano player, really kind.
Kind. Or how was his acting? Was he
Really kind.
kind? Very.
Great piano player.
Did he play? When did he play the piano for you?
In Serbia, Belgrade, when we did Chernobyl Diaries.
Handsome
I
man.
did sing. Yeah, we stay in the boy band.
Handsome.
Beautiful. His father was quite good, memory was.
All right. I reckon you've done that in record time. 30 seconds. All right. We got the next one. Samuel L. Jackson. Working with Samuel L. Jackson.
Divine. Can play golf.
Can't play guitar.
So the golf was
Better
off.
water.
It was off set.
Just us hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too pressured this time.
And he loved it.
Rose Ben.
Oh, Rose Byrne, Tomboy, absolute. Calamity Jane.
Did you have surely you had a crush on her? Like, I know that
I'm into rum and raisin. I've never really been into vanilla. So I know what I like. Yep. That's why there's no threat.
yeah, fair enough. And was she great to work with? To make you laugh?
Like I said, it's Calamity Jane, dude. She's
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey, swooner. That's what he called me. He likes to wear no shirt, just like me. He has appreciation for.
I always thought that was the producers forcing him to wear no shirt.
No, he was the producer. I mean, he was doing these frat boys. Matthew McConaughey, absolute. So just keep living. JK out in his business, his ethos, with his love, with his love, with his passion, and.
Someone told me, I heard from a birdie, that he could be a bit jealous if someone looked at his girlfriend or wife or whatever the wrong way. Was she on set at all? Or did you...
No. He is not upset that you're not looking at him. That's taking the piss. Man, you don't have a bad bone in his boy.
All right, I love it. Okay. Woody Harrelson. Is that how you say it?
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson can ride an Indo board, can play chess. He's a voice for the voiceless. And I can't believe he's vegan, but he's got the Maui power, you know? The Maui Yowie.
So both of these guys were full nice to you, accepting and everything.
Next level. Like Woody Harrelson.
Amazing. All right. So this is a segment called The Rating Game. If you had to do one movie and you have to pick the actor, and I'm going to go, basically it's an elimination game. So you have to choose one or the other, and then they keep getting eliminated. So you either sorry, Matthew McConaughey or Sam Worthington. So you have to choose one.
Now I get it.
Yeah, go on. Which one do you choose?
I'm going to let you decide.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. You see how this works? Or Hugh Jackman.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey or Daniel Day-Lewis.
It's actually amazingly, frustratingly good. Can I say both?
No, you got to choose one.
Because we got a lot of
this
concept. All right. Daniel.
All right. So now Matthew, Daniel Day-Lewis.
I love it from bad one, yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis or Jeffrey Rush.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis or Eric Bana.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis or Russell Crowe.
Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis or Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Shit, man. That give me a win for picking good actors.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman or Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger or Guy Pearce.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger is the winner. That's the game, mate. And now we got another segment.
I like it.
This is another
I
topic.
feel like I'm in the hot.
Let's see, you're in the hot seat now, mate. Your experience, I'm going to give you 6 different experiences, but your first one is Neighbours.
I met Warwick Sadler. What's that, man?
No, I know you're afraid of Neighbours. You don't want to revisit it.
No, you ever impressed? Oh, man, I got to see my nephew, Makoa, and Kiali be born. Oh, man.
It's a little lame for you, let's be real.
It was
You don't like...
a humble beginning. I loved it.
Was Harold on there?
I really didn't. I was there for a month, mate.
You never met Harold. You didn't met Carl. You didn't meet...
Yeah, he was lovely. It was
No Margot Robbie.
oh, lovely. No, you're awesome.
You got a repressed memory, man, I'm telling you. All right, that's
Margot Robbie's like 10, 15 years later, bro.
Australian rules.
Eye-opening, heart-opening.
It's like a weight on your shoulders almost.
Well, no, it was more for Luke Carroll and Lisa Flanagan. And Lisa Flanagan was from that area, from, you know, the peninsula, from outside Australia. So it was way more personal, man. And I'm on the outside. It was where I learned that film has a power to inspire conversation and education.
All right, I love it. Okay. Tell me about the Wolf Creek set and your experience.
Nothing like a good producer, Matthew Hearn. Okay, nothing like a producer that produces, that shows up and actually helps to facilitate the crew, the cast, go above and beyond. That's a producer. To meet John Jarrett, JJ, to see the craftsmanship, you know, to see Will Gibson with a documentary film style, with something authentic and a landscape that was based on something so scary.
And was that the first time that you got a real more free reign on your ad lib?
Oh, 100%, because Australian Rules was based off a book. So the screenplay, you have to, it's like Shakespeare, like I'm going to say it word for word.
Yeah, and so
like,
this gave you a chance to...
Wolf Creek was like, again, theatre. It was like, oh, like you want me to just inspire.
And the girls were just as good with the ad lib, because it's not like anyone's not holding his own in that movie.
So, you know, like I didn't tell, you know, Greg that I'm going to run off the table with the boogie board and jump in the pool.
Right.
You know? The guitar moments, you know, in the car with the, you know, like anything. Like we all, like JJ, like the girls, like I mean, it was, well, if Quentin Tarantino loved it, like, yeah, it tells you something, but Greg McLean has a great mind of film. He loves film. Sexual Planning was amazing. I did get bitten on the dick, got a kiss.
Do you guys like group, like, I just feel like there surely was a camaraderie about.
I mean, mate, dude, everyone was doing their thing, man. Like, no way.
Did you feel
nothing? I was like adventure boy. I was staying in Vancouver, so I knew there was Whistler. I knew there was like Tofino, or left some of my heart. Like I was not hanging out with dudes from Hollywood or whatever. That I did. Man, I was running up Grouse Mountain. You know, I was like,
because you had like a lot of scenes at the beginning, because the whole movie of Snakes on a Plane is based around you, basically.
in Hawaii there.
And then, you, when you're in the plane, you don't really interact with the snakes all that much. You kind of come and help out a little bit.
Yeah, but
so was that set stuff going on around you where you could kind of look in it?
If I was not on set, I was literally going mountain biking or like water rafting or meeting cool dudes. I met these actor dudes like that would do that massive TV show. It was like 12 seasons or some supernatural.
Yeah.
Those two dudes just met and we became best mates. Bloody hell, man. It was like being in Austin, Texas or Nashville. I didn't even know the Black Keys, who they were, till they take me to the house. I'm like, you guys sound like the Black Keys. They're like, we are the Black Keys. I'm like, hey.
All right. And then what about the end scene, like back on the tarmac? It must have been like, were you like, what the hell's going on with all these people I don't know? There's all these characters.
No, but like we got to know each other, but like I was like, man, every film.
I mean, you just get to kiss some girl you'd probably barely even
We're still great mates.
There's two things that you've spoken to me about off camera that I want to talk to you. And one of them is how you got maimed during Shino, which is like basically a zombie movie, right?
Yep.
What happened to you? You got cut up on day
Well,
one.
Chernobyl horrors. So I've done a couple of horrors.
Even though you don't like them, but yeah.
Well, watching Wolf Creek once was enough. And then, but going to all the screenings and watching people run out, like me in Cassie would sit and JJ would sit out So the cinema and just go, okay, I reckon in about 25-minute mark, and as soon as the horror starts, mate, the people that run out of the cinema, it was priceless, dude.
I thought it would be like it is pretty violent.
Well, it's a very gory and violent, I mean, that's something like,
With those head on the stick thing, that's probably the part I will struggle with even myself.
well, people came out like, right, it was crazy to witness that, same with Shinoda, like, it was based on that, concept, but the gore, the horror, just like it's like Jaws.
But are you trying to divert from how your finger got cut open?
In Shinoda, yeah, no, well, first day of filming, they're like, we're in Belgrade, Serbia.
Right in Serbia, far right.
And first day, so no one speaks English. And I've got to smash this glass to get through just from these, like Chernobyl vampire
zombies things,
crazy, whatever. And it was not candy glass. It was actually a real old school defunct, like ex, like Crown Casino that's no longer Crown Casino, just like in the middle of buttfuck Belgrade. And my hand goes through it, and then my finger's hanging off here. And I had a ring on. And I had to literally went to this like close little hospital, and I'm trying to get the ring off, and I'm talking, I can see.
Oh my God.
And they had metal pliers, they were trying to cut it off, and my finger's swelling up. And literally, this dude, it's like 8 a.m. in the morning. Big dude that looks like your uncle that's been drinking all night, and it just smells like grappa. And he just pulls off his belt. What's that? Puts it in my mouth. And just grabs my finger and just rips off the ring. I never felt my blood go from my toes to my head. And then he's like, no, you got to go to the main hospital in Belgrade, which is half an hour away. I hop in the car with Militia and my driver, Igor, and he's like, it's okay, Wolfie. And he's doing this, and he's lost that finger. So while I'm...
Well, that's reassuring.
Yeah, he tells me his story about when his father chopped off his finger by accident with an axe. So here I'm now in Belgrade. I'm in a hospital where I'm looking at like war-torn, like war. A finger is bugger all to lose compared to what people go through with war and atrocities, and I'm on a film set. Now, I get promised to get looked after, so I get like a piece of metal put through, micro stitches, internal stitches, and I work 2 days later. But I'm hiding the hand the whole time.
Tell me about your new projects. So we've got Badlands Rising, Beast in Me.
Yep.
And The Comedian.
Yep.
All
And
on
pinball.
And Pinball. All right. So again, a little quick thing. Badlands Rising, the name may change.
No, that's the name now.
All right. Brief synopsis of what happens in that movie. It's about what?
Think of a Guy Ritchie film.
Because actions aren't that common in Australia.
No, that's what I love. That it's unashamedly action.
Yeah.
And Jake Ryan, you'd know from Home and Away or Savage. He's an incredible actor, incredible friend, and he plays the hero of the story. Wrong time, wrong place.
What are you? You're some crap. But look,
I also was in the army, but now I'm working for the Russian Australians. I'm Ukrainian Australian.
You look like a bit of a loose cannon.
Well, yeah, I had a skullet, like a full shaved head skullet. You're right. I got some gold teeth made. I had the full deal and full grill. And it's a really good script in the way that it's like a road movie with the great Australian dream, like you come back from fighting for your country and trying to pay your mortgage and look after the family farm. And I did it because of Jake Ryan. I believe he's a great leading man material.
Sweet, man.
So, Badlands Rising.
All right.
Coming out.
Beast in Me.
Yeah.
MMA sort of movie?
Yeah. Tyler Atkins. He really put in a tour de force performance on this. When I did this little small part for him to make, this thing different.
Yeah.
It was so great to see Russell Crowe do something as powerful as like something in Gladiator, or when he did like those moments in
Romper Stomper or, LA Confident, like when he's just got his jam on, Danny McPherson metamorphosized. That pretty boy from Neighbours takes on a UFC fighter, MMA, like he really did, went above and beyond, went there. Yeah. I was very impressed. So Beastly Me, I believe Lionsgate have it, so I know this film will do something.
Hey man.
Yeah.
And then The Comedian is the last one, and you're saying that was one of this is coming on its way, one of the best
Start
scripts.
filming in March. The best script I've ever read.
And yeah, right, okay.
In 25 years, yes.
And one of the harder ones to do comedy.
Because I can't, it's not just comedy, it's film noir. It's, like I said, I've never been more, I don't need to do anything. Like, there's no improv.
Yeah,
the script, it's full verbatim. It is written as it's written. And I want to honor the time and energy. So Brian Taggart-Smith,
John Jarrett again, yeah.
And John Jarrett playing a very beautiful,
back together.
I can't wait. Gary Sweet. We've got Bonnie Ferguson, Tony J. Clark, Jeff Morrell, Roger Ward, Andy McPhee, some real old school vintage actors.
Hey, man.
And The Comedian, it's going to be authentic. Like I said,
Look forward to seeing that shit, man.
Just thinking about it.
All right. And finally, when you look back at your career and you picture all the different characters, first of all, did you have a favorite death scene? I'm sure you've died a few times.
A couple of times. Yeah.
Does something stand out to you? Sometimes they're like fake ones, like when Samuel L. Jackson shot you.
Oh, that was cool.
But would it be Balibo?
No, because it was based on a true story, so you felt it.
Right, yeah, but sometimes,
But you knew it was... like we filmed, when we did Balibo, we went to Turismo, we were there and saw the bullets on the wall still.
Shit, man.
The bodies have never been found. We stayed in the hotel. Huh?
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like, it was eerie, it was heavy. Yeah,
Is it mostly filmed over on...
It's all filmed, yeah, and a little bit in Darwin.
I actually really like everyone, all the actors, like, came through with that cast.
Oh,
like,
Daniel Dammer, look at him doing Sugar. Like, dude, like, incredible actors.
Yeah.
Incredible. Anthony Baggio, but Oscar Isaac, I mean...
So that was a bit too real to be...
It was too real to enjoy a death scene when you know the families are still... It's 50th anniversary for Balibo. They still haven't found the bodies of their blood. So that ain't...
That's not counted. That's not counted.
That's kind of... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where film can shed light to something that's going on still. You know what I mean? Like...
Good work on that one.
That was a deadly one.
All right.
But Dying Breed probably is the funniest.
Okay.
This is a bad trap in my head.
And what about, if of all your characters, is there one that would live in a life that you were like, that could be, is it like, I wish I was living my life like Redline, or I could see myself as Surfer Dude, or, the Wolf Creek guy that travels around, like this, your own life, you'd pick that.
I pick that every day, all day.
Is it close to any, did any role be like, this actually feels a lot like me?
The Comedian, the one I'm going to do.
All right, man.
I feel like this is therapy. But stay creative. Let's be I mean, you're the bird killer, not me. So, well, from a smoky course to smoky course.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me, Wolfie. It's been an absolute blast. Cheers, man. The Bra Boys, you've joined the Bra Boys now. I feel like
that's an old Irish ad, Viking, Native American. But
all right, I'm going to have a quick look at this bloody script, man.